What's up, everybody? It is bright and early on the 8th of August. It's Friday. We're boxing up all the adventure clubs today, and I've been wanting to do a kind of behind the scenes video for a long time and show you guys that process. So I couldn't sleep. I got up early this morning, and I thought I'd kind of take you with me. I've got my coffee here. You guys see me doing that in reviews, or drinking that in reviews. So what we're gonna do today in this video is just kind of show you how it works from the process of, I gotta buy a lot of shipping labels. We ship our cigars on the 10th, and we start doing the shipping labels a few days early. We start marking all of the orders, updating them with links and everything so people can track their order. And then we go to the office and I lay out all of the papers. I got to write those too. Every single adventure club and flavored and infused club, they have a box insert is what I call them. And on the adventure club, it shows you the 9 cigars that were options for that month. And then I mark the ones that people get, so that I know. It's a nice feature for them to be able to read my description of the cigars, but it also serves as a reminder. And then we have add-ons at the time of choosing, and then we have last-minute add-ons that people can add to their box, so I got to mark all of those. And the flavored and infused, they have the cigars and then tasting notes and all that kind of stuff, and all of those will be done today, hopefully maybe tomorrow. Then we'll ship them out on probably Monday, because I don't think I'll be done to get them to the post office in time on Saturday. But then I also don't want all of our cigars, even though we put humidification packs in all of them, I don't want them sitting in the post office in either hot or cold temperatures, so we try not to let them sit on over the weekend. So I gotta do shipping labels, I gotta mark all of the orders, I got to lay out all of the things, and I thought I would take you with me. So if that sounds interesting, if you're curious how we put all of our order fulfillment, how we box up the adventure clubs, stay tuned. We'll show you here in a second. Hey guys, I'm Ellery Wells from CigarScore, the best place to find and rate where to smoke cigars. CigarScore does not sell cigars. I know that might be a little bit confusing to you, but CigarScore is a marketing platform just like Yelp and TripAdvisor, because I'll probably put up a screenshot right over my shoulder here, but I woke up this morning to 16 policy violations and a strike on our brand new YouTube channel, even though I have multiple disclaimers in every single video saying that we do not sell cigars. We had content from even before we had a legal license from the state of Texas to sell cigars on our other site, another business. I had videos taken down from a time, recorded at a time. They were also redacted, but they were recorded at a time before we even were able to do anything with cigars. So YouTube is a major crackdown, so do yourself a favor, do me a favor, do yourself a favor, and get on our email list over at one of our websites. There's probably links in the footers. Just get on the email so we can communicate with you directly. So like I said, I'm gonna take you with me on the process of doing orders. My arm is getting tired holding up this camera. We got some funky lighting. I look kind of bluish here off of my computer screens. Been working on appeals. I have 20 notifications on appeals from Google. So anyway, I'll try not to just ramble, and I'll try to keep this basically short. But here we go. Oh, by the way, this is my dashboard. We're up to 36 subscribers. We should have over 10,000, but here's all of the strikes that I have appealed this morning. But anyway, so I go over to, okay, I think I've hidden everybody's names here, but I go over to my dashboard here, and I'll just go in here and I'll just start getting shipping labels for all of these orders. and I don't really have like an order in which I do things, but everybody needs a shipping label, except for a few people who live here in town, and that we do, people come and get them or I deliver them. But let me start getting shipping labels. It usually takes me about 2 hours to print all of the labels. Everybody's boxes, for the most part, are the same weight and the same size. So I go through here, make sure that the boxes is done correctly. So like on this one, we go to the shipping label, make sure that the dimensions of the box are correct. It should be, it just auto-populates the weight. That auto-populates, and man, shipping prices have gone up. I just looked to ship to a guy on the north side of town. It's $5.19 just for the shipping label. Of course, we got boxes, packaging, bags, bovas, and everything else on top of it. What was it? 30 cents more to ship it 2 hours, and 50 cents more to send it to Rhode Island. Way more about shipping than you ever wanted to know. But I make sure the box is right, the weight's right. We ship UPS Ground Advantage. So we have tracking, we have insurance, and it's fast. I mean, this is going to West Covina, California, and it's a 3-day shipping time. So that's pretty fast. That's pretty fast. So if I don't drop these off until Monday morning, so we'll box these up today, Friday, and then they'll be humidified in a humidor until Monday, and then it takes 3 days to get all the way out to California. That's pretty good. So Joe, as an example, or Robert in Rhode Island, you know, they're not, their packages aren't sitting out for a week without any temperature control or humidity. So like I said, it takes me about an hour to do all of these, or sorry, 2 hours to do all of these. We'll collect all the labels. I gotta still write the papers or the box inserts that I told you about, and then I think we'll head to the office. Sound good? All right, now that we have a fat stack of shipping labels, where's my coffee cup? It's time to work on the box inserts, but first, coffee. Some of the lights aren't on in the house here, but I need a refill. Okay, so while that is brewing, yeah, so 16 videos were community guidelined this morning. After I have, I have re-edited, redacted, and re-uploaded 171 videos. It's all I've done since July 14th. And I don't know what to do about it. It's very discouraging. We got a lot of traffic to all of our websites. We got new customers and YouTube. I am not facilitating the sale of age-restricted, regulated items. But I'm trying to stay within the guidelines, but still market a small business and talk about the things that you guys want me to talk about. But, man, it is very discouraging. All right, coffee's done. Back to work. Okay, so now I'm gonna put it up on my screen right here. But now we're gonna do the flavored and infused club first. But what I do is I take, let me just show you what I do, and I'll walk you through it if you are at all curious. So, okay, so here, so on the left here, we've got, hopefully you'll be able to see my mouse here. I've got the flavor notes. We actually had 3 Drew Estate products for the flavored and infused club. this month, which is kind of rare for us to have more than one from any one company. However, in the world of flavored and infused cigars, it's really difficult, if not impossible, to avoid Drew Estate. There's just not that many companies that make flavored and infused cigars. It's about 10, from my research, it's about 10 to 15% of all cigars are flavored and infused. It's just not as popular as regular cigars. So we go here, we put our single price there for these cigars, and these are up on our singles page, $15.95. Those are expensive. And then we'll figure out what they taste like. So for these, I'll probably just go to Drew Estate's website and say, this is what you should taste. I don't have a chance to smoke all of these, and I don't smoke a whole lot of flavored and infused cigars. This club is not necessarily for me, but people love it. But like the Isla del Sol is an example. The original one, this is the Maduro one, but the original one tasted like a Tootsie Roll. So I don't know about the Maduro, but I'll come back for the Adventure Club. But right now, I'm going to work on the descriptions for the Flavored and Infused Club. Then I'll print these off, and then up here in the top left, I'll put the person's name. And some people are, about half the people, not quite half, maybe half of the people in the Flavored and Infused Club are also in the Adventure Club. So we'll put those in the same box, separated, of course, so your regular cigars don't taste like an Acid Extraordinary Larry or Isla del Sol Maduro. So we box those together, but packaged separately inside that box. And then I will circle 3, 6, or 9 cigars, so I know, do they get 1 of each, 2 of each, or 3 of each. So I'm going to work on this, and then I'll be back with the Adventure Club. Okay, we've got the box inserts for the Adventure Club all done here. Let me show you this real quick right here. So we've got, this month for August, we had Mr. Punch's Wieners. We had the Buffalo Trace Original, the Deadwood Sweet Jane, Herrera Esteli Norteño, Caldwell Lost and Found, Paradise Lost. We had the Foundation Wise Man Maduro, the Conor McGregor cigar, the Notorious Sober Mesa Brulee, and the Aganorsa Leaf. So the new ones this month, which there were 5, actually there were 6, but I know Sweet Cigars, so the Sweet Jane, that was really, it was another one we've never offered before, but you know, we've got the Flavored and Infused Club. Probably not going to send that to people unless they specifically requested it. But the Agnorsa was new, the Notorious was new, the Paradise Lost was new, Norteño was new, and the Mr. Punch's Wieners were new. And then, of course, like I said, the Deadwood Sweet Jane. So I've printed off a stack of papers here, and the next thing to do, so we're going to staple these, and then we're going to pull up everybody's selections, and then I got to go through and mark all of these, and then so staple, mark, and then I think I'm to head to the office. Alright, we are almost done here, and then the fun process begins of writing everybody's name down. Now I knew I forgot a step. I've got to write everybody's name, all of our active subscriptions on the pages, and then I'll go through and mark what they got. So there you go. Adventure Club for August. Alright, so we got Bruce. who I think he chose. I tried to set all the people that choose off to the side or something so that they're easier to find. So Bruce, we got Todd, and I don't know if Todd chose this time. We got Kevin. Kevin usually chooses. We have Ben, and Ben generally does not. Jason does not. Robert generally does. And so it goes until we've gone through the entire stack. And almost done with that. We've got, do I need to print more? And then I have one left over, so we'll put this stack back here. Put all the ones that I don't think chose in the back. And then I go through and I sort my email. So I get an email notification, and the member gets an email notification with all of their choices. So let me show you what that looks like. I've cut off part of the email just because it's got first and last name and an email address on there. So like for example, George has Norteño. So we're first up is George, so I need to find George's card here. And George is one of our, not newer, but he's been around a few months. But George is one of the guys that always takes advantage of our add-ons. So, like I mentioned at the beginning, or when at the time of choosing, there's a time to have add-ons. But then I also know that George has add-ons. There we go. So, George has all of these add-ons as well. I think his email should still be cut off, but he's gonna get, you know, he added these into the box. These are at a pretty massive discount because we just throw them in the same box. So I'm just gonna write right here. He's got plus Padron 1964 plus AJ Fernandez. He got a Almafuerte. He got an Alec Bradley Magic Toast. And he got the Finca Providencia from HM. And so we're gonna take all, so that's another 5 cigars. So for those 5, how much did he pay? $75 for those, and that's probably $110 worth of cigars. So we massively discounted those, but I'm gonna go back over here to George. He was the first one to choose this month. Good job, George. So, and then as far as his paper goes, I'm going to mark down Herrera Esteli Norteño. We're gonna do the 5 Foundation Wise Man. He got Mr. Punch's Wieners. He got the Notorious cigar. And then he got the Aganorsa leaf. So off the top of my head, it's like 14, so that's like 26 plus 17 is $43 and just 3 cigars. He's got 2 more on that, so 43 plus 19 is $62 worth of cigars in his, and then he got another $75 in add-ons. So George, thank you for doing that. So we'll set that aside. We will I'll delete that email just for you know, so I can start checking things off the list and get working on these. Okay, so the last step before we head to the office where all of our cigars are is to take the Flavored and Infused Club here. Pulled up the subscriptions here, and with that club, John B here, with that club, subscribers have the option of 3, 6, or 9 cigars every single month. It's like $29.99, $59.99, and then you get a discount if you go for all 9. So John B here, he's got a subscription for 3, so I'm gonna go and circle 3 cigars. I won't go through all these with you, but we have Zach's got 6, Michael's got 6. So I'm gonna go and go through all of these and then circle them so I know what people get. Then we go to the office. It's been a long day so far. Just how it is. All right, so that's all done. So time to pack up, head to the office. So one thing that we save some of our small boxes so that we can ship the oddly sized stuff, like the Perdomo Connoisseur collection. Those are our weird sizes. We keep small boxes because the Druisade's factory smokes are kind of an odd size. They don't fit in our normal boxes, but anyway, it's nice for transport and all that stuff to the post office. Yes, I do that. I could schedule a pickup. I don't. I don't know, I just like being seen around town. You know, put a face to the business, all that kind of stuff. But all right, we'll see you at the office. Okay, quick interjection. If you can hear this song and I don't get a copyright strike, was this in Twisted Metal? Was there a Twisted Metal game with this? Like, sorry, it's my water bottle banging around there. My aficionado water bottle. But wasn't there a Twisted Metal game? Maybe 4 that had this song in it? Anyway.
40 years experience fighting for injured door Texans. Be local.
All right, we are here. And I think I want to park in the shade today. It's gonna be hot. I'm gonna be in there for a few hours. All right, time to get back to work after that quick commute. Parking lot is empty on a Friday. Usually, some people stop in. I bet this door's locked. Yeah, it's locked. Sometimes I feel like I'm the only one that works on Thursdays or on Fridays, but I bet people who work here full time probably think that I never work. Alright, in one door. And here's the office. And there may be some gunk on the floor, just packaging material. It is a combination between office, humidor, warehouse space, shipping. We're gonna get packing. I guess one nice thing about me being here by myself is that it's a little less weird when I'm talking to myself in an empty room, which I'm sure people would wonder about. Maybe not these days, but okay, shipping labels. We don't need those until the very end. And I get to play music or watch what I want on YouTube. All right, so we got these. We're gonna do the Adventure Club first because that takes a little bit longer. So we're gonna set the flavored and infused aside. We'll set those aside. And then the people who chose their cigars, not everybody does. About 75% of our Adventure Club members choose their cigars. The other, they just either get what they get or let me choose. Some people don't even choose all 5. We had a few people this month that chose 3. One guy chose 4. So I'll fill in myself with something I think that will go along. But we start off with Jeffrey here. He chose. So we're gonna get these all laid out. So you might have seen this long table right there. So what we're gonna do first is get all these flipped over. So we start building our boxes, filling our bags from the back. So we're gonna grab the Aganorsa Supreme Leaf first, and then the last one we'll do is Mr. Punch's Wieners. Golly, man, I'm pretty sure one of the home movies, or yeah, it was the home movies. I think that review, the YT Overlords didn't like that, and that was back before they deleted the channel. That was one of the ones that they age restricted. So thanks, Punch, for helping me get a strike for calling it Dad's Home Movies and not actually being Dad's Home Movies. So, okay, this video is going to be long, but hopefully you like to see how the wieners are made. See what I did there? Yeah, let's get started. We have too many members to, hopefully you can hear me, we have too many members to do it all on one table load, but I try to get as many on the table as I can, because it's very fast when I get these all kind of in a, oops, that guy gets everything. When I get them all lined up, I can just take the cigars, as you'll see, out of the box and just go boom, 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 boom. So splitting up into two groups really slows me down. But I won't bore you with all of this, but I will be right back for the next part. Alright, the rest of these are going to have to wait. So we're going to just pick a stack there. And the first up, if you remember, is the Addons Leaf Supreme Leaf. So let's get started. We save all the boxes for our lid project that some of you may know about. Alright, now that everybody from this section has it, we're going to move on to the next one. Next up, we've got the Notorious here, but kind of a cool box of cigars here. Irish grain, all that kind of stuff, but it's the Conor McGregor cigar. I'm excited about this. Is that his signature, maybe? Oh, I don't really know what that is right there, but maybe on a big screen we can blow that up and see. But anyway, Notorious 1988, I bet that's when he was born. Anyway, moving on. So these cigars, the Foundation, the new Wise Man Maduro. So we offered these previously. So the people who chose these either didn't get them last time, or they got them and they were like, hey, I need that cigar in my life some more. So this is a repeat. So again, people either really liked them or missed them. Now they have another chance. Okay, before we flip the pages over, I just give them one last glance to make sure everything is correct. Only one of them is checked, so they only got one cigar. 3 are checked, 3 cigars. 3 are checked, 3 cigars. 3 are checked, 3 cigars, and you get the idea. 3 checked, 3 cigars. And then we continue doing all of these before we get to that stack. Now there's no sexy name for it, but I was thinking in my head, the Great Flip. You'll see what I'm talking about. I used to do the front page first. This guy got all 4. I used to do the front page first, and I think that took too much time. And when you got all these to do, anything I can do to make it faster is something that I do. Gotta make sure they are in order, because we put them in order when they go in the bags. It's least expensive on the left, most expensive on the right, but it's also reads left to right. As someone is going down the list here, they will see their cigars in order. I try to be very meticulous about how things go in the bags, in the boxes. I'm a firm believer that how you do anything is how you do everything. A little life lesson for you. So I have designed, you may not like it, you may not love it, but I have done on purpose the ordering of the cigars on the page, the ordering of the bags, or the cigars in the bag, left and right. It's all me. Maybe you like it, maybe you don't, but I try to pay attention to every single detail. So okay, all of the cigars are flipped over. Now let's get to work on the front page. Next up, Caldwell Lost and Found Paradise Lost. Next up, for Esteli Norteño, this is the lawn steel. Next up, the Sweet Chains. This is another new one, but again, I'm not giving it to people. I didn't count this as a sixth new one. Sweet Chain. Bashir is done. Nicholas is done. That guy's done. Joe's done. So if you're ever curious about how these show up to retailers, you got a box here, and then each one has, like, you go to the grocery store and you got like a packaged ballpark franks or something. It comes just like this. Okay, so we are basically done with all of these except for Jared. Jared's one of those ones that I told you chose 3. So we're gonna do his last. But we do have a couple people that chose the add-ons. So like Arlene, for example, added a Padron. Billy added on a Rocky Patel Emerald 5-pack. I'm getting all kinds of text messages right now. Probably weekend plans. And I think that is about it. So I'm going to add in all of these add-ons real quick, so make sure everybody gets what they ordered. By the way, you can smoke these punch from either end, and there's no right way or there's no wrong way, but they did have to go in one way, and I told you, attention to details. So this way is the correct way, and we're gonna make sure those are all done. We're gonna run out of battery, so I'm probably gonna have to finish this on my cell phone. Okay, like I said, as much as I can do this in an assembly line as possible to save time, I try to do that. So next step is bags, and then Boveda packs, and then we get to reset the table and do it all over again. Okay, so I keep forgetting steps when I'm on talking to you on the video, but I don't forget them whenever they go out the door. But I've got a couple, like Kevin, of course I'm not going to mail mine to myself. We got Bruce, this guy goes in with another one. But I usually do these pickup ones, and I do Todd's. I deliver Todd's. It's right across the street. What we do with these is I like to get them out of the way, clear out some space, and then we'll put all of these in bags. Then we will start folding boxes, and then we will take packaging paper. And then we'll put everything together. We will put all the labels on, and then we will start filling that box. Then we'll start getting everything together. So, all right, back to work and listening to Spotify. Okay, anyway, back to work. All right, here's a little shipping tip for anybody who's going to be doing, the cigar bombs for people and stuff. So, I'll get to that. But before I do, well, like I said, make sure they are all in order. Okay, here's the tip. So if you notice, I don't know if it caught it on camera, when I go through, I get it mostly done, and I squeeze the air out. Try to get these, not vacuum sealed, it doesn't really matter, but there's not a ton of air in there. So when we fold these over like this, the cigars aren't sliding around in there because there's not just a big old air bubble in there. So the humidification pack will do its job, probably even better when there's not a ton of air. But again, the cigars won't be sliding around when you stick them in the box. So just a little shipping tip for you. Like I said, attention to detail. Okay, so stack of boxes over my shoulder there. We have cleared off most of the table here. This guy, make sure I'm not showing you any addresses over here, so I'll just point from far away. So that guy, he gets 10 cigars, so I need to figure out something for him. This guy, a son and dad, are subscribers together, so the son chose this month, the dad did not, so the dad is in this stack, and I shipped them together, so we got to get both of them together. This guy, I need to call him because make sure his address card is flipped over. I need to call him because we have a change to his order. Sorry, I might have to blur out some of this video because I didn't turn all of their address cards over. So we've got in this stack, these are some upsells. John B got Magic Toast and Dias de Gloria. So let me grab those. So we'll add that to the pile, and we got to get one of these. So a little over halfway done. Halfway done? We still have the flavored and infused club to go. Just an update. I'll be right back with something entertaining on this behind the scenes view of what it's like to be a cigar lounge owner. Not a lounge yet, but you know, selling online and having 2 membership clubs. Back to work. For these that are local pickups, I don't seal them all the way so they're not airtight, but I also don't put bovidas in there but these will go right back into the humidor for pickup. So I place the cigars just like that. Then you gotta make sure that these are folded just like this. Alright? So when somebody opens their box, the first thing they see is their name, CigarScore Lounge, Adventure Club, and the month. Like I said, attention to detail. Put that on there. Do a shake test. All good. And, you know, one of the things with all the attention to detail that I keep talking about, I kind of leave the blue paper a little bit shaggy on there. Not a big deal. I think it's a little bit kind of fun, funky, whimsical. Put the label on there. We'll move the box over to the other side, and we'll tape it up before putting it in the box that we take to USPS, sorry. So we have help for the rest of this video. We talked about this before, where these are all the flavored and infused cigars, and we've got these individual bags here. So these are the Tabaco Especial Cafe con Leche. So they have a dark wrapper and a light wrapper. So they're gonna have a blend of flavors, but as we say here, these are, let's see, espresso, chocolate, earth, and cream. Well, you might not want that tasting like cherry and herbs of the acid. So they are in their own containers, and yet you still also might want your Isla del Sol Maduro, which is cocoa and cream and chocolate, to smell like those acids. You might be alright if they were with the Cafe con Leche, but that's something that we wanted to do for our members there. So just boxing those up, and yeah. So the rest of these people are people that are in the Adventure Club and the Flavored and Infused Club. So we're gonna stick them all in one box, like I mentioned before, all specially wrapped. But yeah, then we should be done. We should be done. Started this video at like 6 a.m. this morning, and I don't know, maybe we'll done by 6 p.m. Okay, we fast forward in time. It is a little after lunchtime on Monday, and we have, hopefully that shows you the empty box there, just dropped off at the post office. I got all of the special orders taken care of. I've made all the deliveries but one, and I'm on my way to do that right now. And like I told Billy on the phone, I try not to let the cigars sit in the post office over the weekend. So we waited a day. Normally they ship out on the 10th. We ship out on the 11th this month. But I don't know, on the other side in the post office there, I don't know if it's hot, I don't know if it's cold, and they're just doing nothing. So why not keep those cigars in my humidors? So anyway, that's it. That's behind the scenes of the Adventure Club, the Flavor and Infused Club. All of the orders have gone out, and yeah, we'd love to have you as a member. Check us out. I'm not gonna say where, because I think saying the .com part is what YouTube doesn't like. So anyway, thanks for watching. I'm Ellery Wells from CigarScore. Shit, I did it. It's habit. Bleep that out. I'm Ellery Wells from CigarScore. Thanks for watching. I hope you have an amazing day. And as always, happy smoking.